Who has today's ETF edge as advertised? Hey, Dom. All right, so Scott, from adoption driven by...
All right, folks, here's a whale-sized ripple in the crypto sea you don't want to ignore. Over the past 48 hours, on-chain data shows that whales have offloaded roughly 500,000 XRP. That's not pocket change. It amounts to around $1.15 million at a price of around $2.30 per XRP in moves tracked. But here's where it gets interesting. Often when the whales dump big, the market freaks out. Yet in this case, the price hasn't collapsed into oblivion. It's showing mixed signals and possibly some hidden opportunity for those watching closely. What exactly happened? On-chain analyst Ali Martinez flagged the activity, pointing out that wallets holding between 1 million and 10 million XRP saw a notable decline. According to several reports, these wallets are reducing their holdings rather than accumulating. The sell-off happened amid a broader downturn in altcoins and digital assets. Despite the dump, XRP's trading volume surged 14.2%, noted by one report, which suggests the sell-off triggered increased retail action. So we have large holders reducing position, a surge in volume, and yet price holding somewhere in the mix. Price reaction and technical snapshot. As of the latest data, XRP is trading around $2.28 to $2.31. Some sources say the price dropped nearly 10% during the week leading up to this 48-hour move. Technical indicators are showing caution. Resistance levels around $2.44 to $2.70, support near $2.18, and the 20-day simple moving average sits above the current price, hinting sellers still have upper hand. One report warns that if support breaks, some target $2.13 or even $2, a deeper correction could be on the table. So basically, whales dump, volume spikes, price holds for now, but risk is elevated. Why this matters? From a big picture view, liquidity and sentiment shift. When whales sell, it often signals either profit-taking or looming concern. Their movement tends to influence the market's emotional tone. If they're offloading, other players might tread cautiously. As one article put it, when whale holdings and price fall together, downward pressure tends to persist. Potential accumulation by retail or new entrants. The spike in volume suggests smaller traders might have jumped in, maybe seeing this as a dip or simply reacting to the movement. Reports even call it bullish in one sense because of retail engagement. Technical breakout or breakdown setup. With price squeezed between key support and resistance, this is a classic moment where direction matters. A breakout up could trigger momentum, a breakdown could invite further decline. Ecosystem context. Beyond pure price in whales, the XRPL ledger is moving ahead with smart contract capabilities and broader use cases. For long-term believers, the fundamentals may still hold sway.
Here's what I'm watching and what you should too. Whale wallet behavior. If wallets holding 1 million to 10 million XRP continue dumping, that increases risk. If they flip to accumulation, that's a positive signal. Exchange inflows and outflows. Big transfers to exchanges often precede further selling. One analyst pointed to 12 million XRP moving toward exchanges recently. Key price zones. Support. $2.13, $2, possibly $1.90 if things break. Resistance, $2.44, $2.70, above that maybe $3 plus. But don't count that until structure changes. Volume and breadth. Is the volume increase broad-based, many participants, or just concentrated in one direction? High volume with price up equals good. High volume with price down equals caution. News and ecosystem catalysts, XRPL updates, regulatory developments, big partnerships, anything that could sway sentiment sharply. My take. All right, chat, let me give you the blunt truth. The dump of 500K XRP by whales is not small, but it's also not necessarily an end-of-the-world indicator. The market has absorbed it with some resilience for now. The question is, what comes next? If this volume turns into a sustained trend of selling, watch out. But if it's one big move followed by accumulation, the shakeout could have sucked out weak hands and set a stage for a bounce. From where I'm sitting, if you're holding XRP and you're in this for the long haul, this might just be a blip, albeit a noisy one, rather than a crash. But if you're trading short-term, you need to be hyper-aware of support levels, especially around $2.13 to $2.18, and ready to act if they break. Remember, whales can move markets, but they don't always dictate the full narrative. Retail, news, macro events, those all matter. Plus, fundamentals like XRPL's momentum still could change the game. If you found today's breakdown useful, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and drop a comment below. Are you seeing this whale move as a warning sign or a buying opportunity for XRP? Thanks for hanging with me. Stay sharp out there, trade smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.